Well, good afternoon or good morning, ladies and gents, boys and girls. By way of introduction, my name is Adam Flynn. So I was just eating a mint, so the guys were just laughing at me because I had to quickly chew the mint before the video started. But by way of introduction, my name is Adam Flynn. I'm one of the directors of Biggin and Scott Real Estate here in the city of Knox, and I'm lucky to be joined today by Team Sniper, or it's not Sniper, Team Sniper, which is Con and Fahim, and they were the #1 sales team at Biggin and Scott Knox for the month of Feb, and also for the month of Jan, so back-to-back lads. And I'm just waiting for the stats to come out from corporate to see if they were the #1 in the network, which I can't confirm yet, but you'd have to go pretty close with the results that you had in Feb. So congrats, gents.
Thank you very much, Adam.
Congrats.
Thanks, Adam.
So I'll just run through some stats here. It's awesome effort. So in Feb, you sold 6 properties, and you wrote just shy of $100,000 in fees, $95,241 in fees. At this stage, you just seem to be going from strength to strength. What are you guys doing at the moment? Like, where you're starting to get some really good traction, and you're very strong in that development space. I mean, do you have just a pool of developers, or you've just got really good relationships with a number of developers? Like, what's going on out there?
Personally, we do have a group of developers that me and Con work along, that generally they stick by and give them the right information. They actually trust you and take them through the visibility plans and show them what they could make a buck or $1 or something around there, in terms of profit. They generally like to buy, and if they can get developments around the city of Knox more, they're always happy to purchase.
So with that being said, when you talk about feasibility, so essentially you're finding a site, and you're, I guess, in essence saying, okay, this is the site. If you invest X amount in regards to a purchase price, if you then get this many dwellings on there, those dwellings will sell for X amount, and this equates to a profit margin of X.
Yep, that's correct.
That's correct.
And we go above and beyond, even just giving them numbers. We go through an architect. We send out the actual dimension of the block, or the section 32, and we get an architect to just do a rough draft of the plan, how many they can fit on there, how many squares they are, how many bedrooms, just to figure out what the resales outcome will be down the future when it comes on the market.
Okay.
Even if we have to deal with the councils, we'll deal with the councils.
Really?
Local councils. If it's not a local council, like we've sold a few properties now in Glen Waverley, we've dealt with those councils down there.
Yep.
We're actually in the process of selling a property in Hawthorn. But since, like you said, since August last year, I think we've sold close to about $17 million worth of properties.
That is awesome.
And the majority of them, I'd say probably about 80% for him, have been to developers.
Okay. So that also means that having a good relationship with these developers, and we touched on this just briefly in the last video, but what also that will mean to you is that once these properties are developed, that's going to be very beneficial for the both of you as a team, because there'll be a number of units coming back to the market, because you have essentially, held their hand through the whole process. Right, so really, I guess putting you or positioning yourselves in the market as a turnkey solution.
That's correct.
Where if somebody is looking to develop a property, you can say, these are sites, this is the resales, this is your profit margin. And I mean, who, if you're a developer, especially somebody entering this marketplace, who wouldn't be attracted by that level of expertise?
That's right.
And where do you see, what's your predictions? I mean, nobody's got a crystal ball, but what's your predictions for the market in the city of Knox over the next 6 months? Do you think it'll keep gaining momentum the way that it has?
I think it will. I mean, especially with development. We've got close to, just with everything that we've sold, close to about just over 200 properties coming back to us. From anywhere from townhouses to apartments to penthouses to everything. So it's just booming. It's absolutely booming. So.
And in regards to your team, Team Sniper, how does it work? So like who does what roles inside the team? Are you Have you had discussions or conversations around potentially bringing on a third team member as an assistant? Where do you think there are room or areas for improvement? And who sort of does what inside the business? Who does what roles?
Well, with development, obviously Fahim's very, very strong when it comes to dealing with developers and that.
Yep.
So he's obviously had him for a while now, and he basically does all the wheeling and dealing when it comes to developers.
Yep.
Whereas I take care of your day-to-day, every month sort of residential properties.
Okay.
So we've got them as well.
Yep.
Plus, as well, we deal with all the development side of it as well. So it works out really well. So
if you were to bring on a third member, what would you have them doing?
I think it's more the paperwork, just getting the contracts followed through. We do have a lot of ones that are, and we can't, we're humans at the end of the day, but just keeping track, especially if you're running such a big volume, just in a couple of months, I think you tend to lose your way and think of getting in the next listing where you have to worry about the paperwork at the same time. So, getting another team member, I think will be very helpful.
I mean, because for him, basically deals with all the contracts. I'll deal with all the sales file side of it. So we're not overlapping, we're not crossing over each other, and we're not doing, both of us doing the same thing at the same time.
You keep getting in trouble for your admin, don't you, boys?
We do. We get into a lot of trouble. We do. So every time I see Sarah's name come up on my phone, I sort of like, oh no, we're going to cop it again.
And it's not uncommon for good sales people, as you said, to be chasing the next deal. So have you put the feelers out for anybody?
Hopefully we'll get something underway. Let's see how this month goes through. Then we'll just gauge it from there and move on to the next step and try and see if we can get someone, maybe a fresh one we can lead on as well the same way we're going through. So
with all these properties coming back to us now, we're definitely going to need someone.
Yeah, sure. Look, I guess what we're seeing in the city of Knox at the moment is that the market's still extraordinarily strong. I would say majority of our buyers, as it currently stands, are Chinese. And we're finding all filtering down from that Monash sort of marketplace. Well, that Glen Waverley marketplace has been somewhat of a correction in that marketplace because it just went too high too quick. But we haven't seen any correction at all in the city of Knox. The market is still extraordinarily strong. So whether it be from a sales point of view or from a rental point of view, our vacancy rates are very, very low at the moment. So our landlords are experiencing good returns, good capital growth, good rental returns, and our vendors who are selling are experiencing really, really good prices. I guess the catch-22 with a lot of our vendors at the moment is that they're saying to us, well, if we sell in the current climate, we've then got to buy if they're looking to stay in the same sort of area. But what we're finding is a lot of the people at the moment are selling and they're moving a little bit further out where they're not having the fierce competition that they're currently having in the city of Knox, whereby their value for money or their bang for buck goes a very, very long way, only about sort of 20-25 minutes from where we're currently situated. And it's really interesting. Like, it's some areas, just outside the city of Knox, you're still, very, very good value for money, but anywhere what I've seen, I'm assuming that you guys will agree, but anything where there's good infrastructure in the city of Knox, where you're close to a train station or shops, primarily transport seems to be a big one. It's just mental. The market's just mental. So if you are thinking of selling, by all means, at the moment, the market, we've never seen it this strong. If you do have a development property or even a residential property, so these two are both experts in their own given right inside the team. So whether it's development or just normal residential property, you're in good hands with Con and Fahim. Gents, congratulations once again.
Thanks,
proud of you both.
Thank you.
You're doing amazing things, and we're with the start of March now. So hopefully you can pull off a hat trick.
Make it a hat trick,
and be back here, which will mean that you've been number one sales team for the entire first quarter of 2017. So well done. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you've all enjoyed this month's market wrap.
Thank you.
Thank you.